Most people spend their entire career chasing the next promotion, and nobody ever stops to ask if it's actually worth it. Today, I'm going to tell you something that your boss won't tell you, that your HR department definitely won't tell you, and that most career coaches are too afraid to say out loud. Sometimes the smartest financial move you can make is turning down a promotion. I know, that sounds backwards. That sounds like something a quitter would say, because by the end of this video, you're going to see your career and your money completely differently. And hey, before I get into the story I'm about to share with you, I need to mention something, because it connects directly to everything we're going to talk about today. There's a breakdown I put together that goes way deeper than this video can. It covers the exact mental shift that separates people who build real wealth and freedom from people who spend 30 years climbing a ladder that was leaning against the wrong wall. I'll tell you how to grab it in about 2 minutes. Keep watching. Let me start with a story. Her name was Lisa, and Lisa was incredible at her job. She was a software developer at a mid-sized tech company in Austin, Texas. For 6 straight years, she delivered projects on time, under budget, and her code was clean. Her teammates loved working with her. Her clients trusted her completely. She was making $92,000 a year. She worked from home 3 days a week, and honestly, she was happy. Then, her company went through a big restructuring. Her team lead left, and her director pulled her aside and said, "Lisa, we want you to step into the team lead role. You've earned it. It comes with a $12,000 raise and the title of engineering manager." Lisa said yes, because of course she did. That's what you do when you've worked hard and someone finally recognizes it. 14 months later, Lisa was burned out. She was spending 70% of her day in meetings. She was dealing with 2 underperforming engineers on her team that she had no idea how to coach. Her director was pressuring her for results she couldn't control. She hadn't written a single line of code in 3 months, the thing she actually loved, and her performance review came back as needs improvement. Lisa went from being a star to struggling, not because she got lazy, not because she stopped caring, but because the skills that made her exceptional at her old job had almost nothing to do with her new one. And that experience has a name. Okay, here's that thing I mentioned at the start, and I want you to really hear this, because most people watching this video right now are making a career and money decision based on a story they were told, not a life they actually chose. The truth is, the reason so many hardworking Americans feel stuck, underpaid, and exhausted has nothing to do with how hard they work. It has everything to do with a framework they were never given. I put together something called Dream Life that breaks this down completely. The mindset, the money moves, the actual roadmap to building a career and a life on your own terms. Go to my Instagram right now and send me the word Dream Life. Just those 2 words in my DMs. I cannot put the full thing here publicly because honestly it gets into specifics that would take 3 more videos to explain. But if you message me Dream Life right now, I will send it directly to you. This is the missing piece that Lisa eventually found, and it changed everything for her. Message Dream Life and let's get you that information. Now back to the story. It's called the Peter Principle. In 1969, a professor named Dr. Lawrence J. Peter published a book that changed how organizational psychologists think about careers forever. His core observation was simple, almost brutally simple. In any organization, every employee tends to rise to their level of incompetence. When you are good at your job, you get rewarded, and the reward is a promotion. So now you're in a new job. And if you're good at that one, you get promoted again, and again, and again, until one day you get promoted into a job you are not good at. And here's the part that makes it a trap. You don't get demoted. You don't get fired right away. You just stay there, in that role you're not suited for, struggling, stressed, and wondering why the confidence and competence you used to feel has completely vanished. Dr. Peter argued that this isn't a coincidence. This isn't bad luck. This is a predictable, systematic outcome of the way most organizations are structured, and it is happening right now in every industry, in every city, in every income bracket across America.
Think about that for a second. This is not a personal failure. This is a system doing exactly what it was designed to do. And the people who understand that, the ones who see the trap before they walk into it, are the ones who come out ahead financially. Now let's talk about the money, because this is a finance channel, and I want to give you the real numbers. Let's say you're earning $68,000 a year. You're good at your job. You know the role inside and out. You're efficient.
When 5 o'clock hits, you can actually close your laptop and decompress. Then you get promoted to manager. New salary, $83,000. That's $15,000 more per year. On paper, that looks like a massive win. But let's look at what actually changes. You're now working an average of 50 to 60 hours a week instead of 40. In most salaried management roles, there's no overtime, so that extra time is free labor. You are now responsible not just for your own performance, but for the performance of 5, 8, maybe 12 other people. People with their own problems, their own moods, their own mistakes. You're in HR conversations you never wanted to be in. You're running performance improvement plans. You're mediating conflicts between teammates. You're explaining to your director why the team missed a deadline. Your stress doubles. Your sleep gets worse. You're eating out more because you're too exhausted to cook. You might start paying for therapy. You're not using your vacation days because there's always something that needs your attention. Now take that $15,000 raise and actually divide it by the additional hours you're working. Factor in the extra expenses that come with that level of stress. In many cases, the effective hourly rate of that promoted role is lower than what you were making before. And here's where it gets really painful financially. Because you are now struggling in the new role, your performance reviews take a hit. Your annual raise percentage drops. Your bonus targets become harder to hit. You've accidentally put a ceiling on your own income growth at the exact moment you thought you were breaking through it. The promotion didn't make you richer. It made you more stressed, less effective, and in many real ways, financially worse off. What I just explained is costing the average American household hundreds of dollars a year without them ever realizing it. That breakdown covers exactly how to stop it. When you actually run the numbers like this, the whole thing looks completely different. And by the way, a lot of people have already messaged me Dream Life on Instagram this week. And what they're telling me is that this framework is giving them language for something they've felt for years but could never quite explain. If you haven't sent that message yet, now's a great time. You're already ahead of most people just by watching this far. But here's the deeper problem, and this is the part that nobody wants to say at the dinner table. We have been taught since childhood that up is the only direction that counts. Think about it. When you were in school, the goal was always the next grade. In sports, the goal was always the next level. In your career, the goal is always the next rung on the ladder, always ascending, always climbing, always more. And if you stay in the same role for 2 or 3 years, people start to look at you differently. They use words like stagnant, lacking ambition, not leadership material. But nobody asks the most important question: is this person happy? Are they building real wealth? Are they living the life they actually designed, or the life they think they're supposed to have? We celebrate the teacher who became principal, even if she was a mediocre principal who secretly missed being in the classroom every single day. We celebrate the nurse who became a hospital administrator, even if managing budgets made her feel hollow inside. We celebrate the sales rep who became VP of sales, even if leading a team of 30 people gave him panic attacks before every Monday morning. We worship the title. We worship the corner office. We worship the LinkedIn announcement. But we almost never stop to measure what was traded to get there. Most people hear this and keep doing the same thing. The ones who messaged Dream Life actually found out what to change. When was the last time anyone actually sat you down and asked, what does your dream life look like? Not your boss's version, not your parents' version, yours. That question alone changes everything, and that is exactly where the dream life breakdown starts. Message me that word on Instagram if you want the full picture of what that actually looks like in practice. So what do you actually do with this information?
because I don't want this to just be interesting. I want it to be useful. Here are 4 real strategies that financially smart people are actually using. Strategy 1, master your lane and monetize it. The most financially powerful move in many careers is not going wide, it's going deep. Becoming so exceptionally skilled at one specific thing that you become genuinely rare. Think about the best radiologist in a hospital. She's not trying to become chief of medicine. She is the best diagnostic radiologist in the region, and she charges accordingly. Think about the best copywriter at an agency. He's not chasing an account director title. He's building a reputation so strong that clients request him by name and pay a premium for it. In your world, that might mean becoming the undisputed expert in a specific software, a specific market, a specific methodology, and then using that expertise to negotiate your salary upward without ever changing your title. Deep mastery pays.
And it pays without the management tax. This is the part they do not teach you because it is not profitable for the industry if you know it. Message Dream Life, and I will send you the full picture. Strategy 2, negotiate a raise without the promotion. This is one of the most underused moves in personal finance, and it works. If you are consistently delivering above what your role requires, you have leverage, real leverage, and you can walk into a conversation with your manager and say something like this: I genuinely love what I do here. I think I'm doing some of the best work of my career. I want to stay in this role and keep delivering at this level, but I'd like to talk about bringing my compensation in line with the value I'm creating. No title change required, no new responsibilities you didn't ask for, just an honest conversation about your market value and what you're worth. Companies spend $40,000 to $60,000 on average to replace a high-performing employee. A raise almost always costs them less. You have more power in that conversation than you realize. Here's something most people overlook: the scripts, the frameworks, the exact language you use in those conversations. That is the stuff that is not taught in school and is not covered in most career advice online. That is the stuff that is in what I put together. If you have kids or aging parents at home, what I just described matters even more. That is all covered in what I put together. Message Dream Life on Instagram, and I will send you the full breakdown. Strategy 3, redirect your bandwidth toward wealth building. Think about the time and mental energy that a management role would consume. The late nights, the weekend emails, the mental load of being responsible for other people's outcomes. Now imagine redirecting that bandwidth into your own financial future. Max out your 401k contributions. Learn to invest in low-cost index funds. Start building a rental property portfolio. Launch a freelance side income in your area of expertise. Build an online course. Start a small business. The people who achieve real financial independence in America are often not the ones at the top of the corporate ladder. They're the ones who protected their time, lived below their means, built multiple income streams, and used their energy strategically. A management title at one company is a liability if it consumes the time and energy you could be using to build assets that work for you forever. Strategy 4. If you do want to move up, negotiate the move carefully. I am not saying never take a promotion. I'm saying be intentional about it. If leadership genuinely excites you, if managing people and building teams is something you actually want to do, not something you feel pressured into, then go for it. But negotiate the transition thoughtfully. Ask for a trial period. Ask to keep some individual contributor responsibilities while you ramp up. Ask for a mentor or leadership coach as part of the package. Ask exactly what success looks like in the new role in the first 90 days and the first year. Go in with eyes open, not just hearts open. You now know more than 90% of people watching this. The ones who message Dream Life will know the other 10%. Before you make any promotion decision, I want you to sit with 4 questions. And I mean really sit with them, not for 5 seconds, for 5 days. Question 1. Do I actually want this job, or do I want the validation of being chosen for it? because those are two very different things. One is clarity, the other is ego. And your ego will make you miserable if you let it run your career. Question 2. Am I genuinely excited about the worst parts of this new role? Every single job has a worst part. For management, the worst parts are conflict resolution, performance management, and carrying the weight of other people's mistakes. If those things drain you at the thought of them, that's important information. Question 3. Does this move take me toward the life I actually want or the life I think I should want? There's the life you designed, and there's the life other people expect from you. Only one of them is going to make you feel genuinely free. Question 4. When I run the real math, the hours, the stress, the health cost, the lost freedom, is the money actually worth it? Get specific, write it down, calculate the real effective hourly rate, look at what you'd be trading, then decide. If you go through those 4 questions and the promotion still makes sense, take it, commit to it completely. But if something in your gut keeps saying, wait, that instinct deserves respect. Let me bring Lisa back for a second. After 14 months in that management role, Lisa made a decision. She had an honest conversation with her director and said she wanted to step back into a senior individual contributor position. It was one of the hardest conversations of her professional life. It felt like failure. It felt like going backward. But here's what actually happened. She moved to a senior engineer role at a competing company. She negotiated her salary to $108,000 based on her track record and her expertise. She started contributing the maximum to her Roth IRA and her 401k every single year. She launched a technical consulting practice on the side, working just 10 hours a week, making an extra $35,000 annually. And 2 years after that, she purchased her first rental property. Lisa stepped back on the corporate ladder, and she is more financially secure, more professionally respected, and genuinely happier than she has ever been. Here is what I want you to take away from this video. Success is not a job title. Success is not a bigger office. Success is not what sounds impressive at a family dinner. Real success, financial success, is when what you are great at, what you enjoy, and what you are paid for all exist in the same place at the same time. That alignment is where you build real wealth. That alignment is where you do your best work. That alignment is where you actually get to enjoy the life you're working so hard to create. So the next time someone offers you a promotion, before you say yes, pause, do the math, ask the hard questions, be honest with yourself about what you actually want. Because sometimes the most powerful career move you will ever make is not going up. It is knowing exactly where you are most valuable and staying there until the world has no choice but to pay you what you are truly worth. If this video gave you something real today, share it with one person in your life who is sitting with a big career decision right now. And if you want more videos like this about real money, real careers, and real financial freedom, make sure you subscribe. I drop new content every week, and I promise to always give you the straight truth. One last thing before I let you go. Everything I covered today, the Peter Principle, the real math behind promotions, the strategies to build wealth without burning yourself out, that is the surface. The thing I put together called Dream Life goes into the actual blueprint, the specific mindset shifts, the real daily habits, the financial moves that people who have built lives they genuinely love all seem to share. I cannot walk through all of it in a YouTube video, but I can send it to you directly. Go to my Instagram right now and send me the 2 words Dream Life in a DM. That is all it takes, because the cost of not knowing this stuff is not zero. It shows up in your paycheck, in your stress levels, in the years you spend doing work that does not light you up. You made it to the end of this video. That already tells me you were serious about building something real. So let me help you do that. Message Dream Life on Instagram. I will see you in the next one.